I'm done.
Nothing.
I trust you.
And I would have never let that happen.
Well,
you let it happen. She gone. She gone. She gone. She gone. Y'all let it happen. She's gone. She gone.
And nobody.
Now you're dead. You saying it would have never happened. Now you're dead.
I need you to tell the truth.
And I will.
I swear to God.
And the killer punch you will say sorry.
What sorry? You did not call me.
You didn't call me.
And the detective told me not to come
Fuck the detective.
way up there.
Fuck the detective. You should have called me. Because if it was your daughter, I would have called you. I would have called you. I got a bag hurt next weekend.
And y'all feel free.
My baby gone! My fucking baby gone!
That phone wasn't just lighting up with emojis and chatter. It was a warning that got ignored. I'm scared cause they said they was gonna drag me. That wasn't play talk. That was a child saying something didn't feel right, and nobody stopped it. Za'Niyah Boyd, affectionately called Naya, knew something was off, and she said it in real time. A fifth grader with enough sense to recognize danger, but still young enough to trust the people around her. She was bright, and be on her roll. Student of the month, full of life, into Roblox, K-pop, drawing, dancing, just being a regular kid. But March 28th wasn't just a sleepover. It turned into a pool party where Trinity, one of the same girls Boyd said planned to drag her, pushed her into the water, knowing she couldn't swim. Witnesses say she was in that pool for 7 minutes while other kids laughed, thinking she was playing. 7 minutes of nobody taking her seriously until it was too late. She was pulled out unconscious, rushed to the hospital, placed on life support, and days later her family was told she was brain dead. On April 1st, 2026, Naya died. And now Chelsea Jenkins, Trinity's mother, is calling it an accident, and police are backing that same narrative. But when a child says they're scared before they even get there, names exactly who they're afraid of, and the exact thing they feared happens. How is that just an accident? Welcome to the American Crime Femicide channel. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future uploads. After announcing her daughter's death, Chanel took to social media, not with polished statements or carefully measured words, but with raw grief spilling out in real time. The kind of grief that doesn't ask for permission. The kind that doesn't care how it sounds. She wrote, "So while we left here hurting, mourning and heart broken to pieces planning Za'Niyah's funeral, the little girl who did this shipped her to Colorado so she don't face the consequences behind the shit she has done. I know the detective is doing his job, but somebody better do something quick because we not letting this shit ride, and I can promise you that on Naya. Teach your child what accountability is, and if you can't, we will, because Naya didn't deserve that. She should be here, at school as we speak, but my daughter is laying in a fucking morgue and y'all watching my page. Your daughter better take some accountability and face the consequences, or you can see me, Chelsea Jenkins." This wasn't just a grieving mother speaking. This was a mother demanding accountability in a situation where everyone else seemed a little too comfortable calling it an accident. And after those posts started gaining attention, Chelsea stepped in with her own version of events. A version that tried to bring order to chaos, to make something irreversible sound like a misunderstanding. She wrote, "My daughter had her slumber party at her grandma's house, and the neighbor had a pool. They went swimming the next day. All parents knew they were swimming in an in-ground pool. I was at my house, and the lady with the pool called me and said she was going to keep an eye on them, but they were never allowed by themselves at that pool. Trinity has never been down there by herself. There's always been an adult watching. They got to the pool, 5 kids. All can swim and were asked numerous times. They were all finna jump in together, and Trinity got pushed in. They was playing. Trinity got out playing as well. Trinity got out, then pushed Naya and another girl in the pool. Naya was okay when she hit the water, but the other little girl started panicking and pulling her under. Trinity got the little girl out the pool, turned around, and they thought Naya was playing. They all was laughing because she was just talking. Then Trinity realized she wasn't playing and jumped in and pulled her out. tried CPR, and after calling 911, was hysterically crying and screaming. My baby tried everything to save her. That was her best friend. And no, Trinity is not shipped to Colorado. I don't know where that even came from. There is an ongoing investigation. They interviewed all the girls. My baby is devastated right now, and she is not to blame. It was an honest accident, and it's so sad. All of this could have been prevented with adult supervision. These kids just went down there. And there it is, that word again. Accident. Clean. Simple. Convenient. A word that tries to wrap up 7 minutes of a child struggling in water into something easier to digest. A word that removes intention, removes accountability, and most importantly, removes responsibility from the people who were there. But Trinell and the people standing with her weren't buying it, not even a little. Because from where they're standing, this doesn't look like a misunderstanding. It looks like negligence dressed up as innocence. Local content creator Shakola Jones was contacted by Za'Niyah's family after they felt the Alexandria Police Department was moving too slow, too quiet, too careful with a case that had already taken a child's life. And when the department finally responded, it wasn't with clarity. It was with a warning, a statement that read, in part, the city must directly address the wave of malicious misinformation that hindered this investigation. Social media opportunists and attention seekers exploited this family's unimaginable grief to gain followers, clicks, and profit. The spread of baseless conspiracy theories and unverified rumors is not advocacy. It is a predatory interference that serves only to re-traumatize a grieving family and sow unnecessary discord within our community. Translation: stop talking. Let us handle it. But silence is a luxury grieving families don't have. Not when the story doesn't make sense. Not when timelines don't sit right. Not when a child said she was scared before she even got in that water. What happens next doesn't come from police reports. It comes from the people who say they were actually there. Because while officials are calling this an accident, these voices are painting a very different picture. Listen closely.
Trinity faked it and said that Nana, the grandma.
Yes.
I think you
Yes.
said that they can go ahead and go. Nobody told them they can go ahead and go. My God.
And the girl told them they could go.
Why is my daughter outside by herself? And then, but from what I witnessed, because, I was there for the birthday party, and then I stayed a couple hours later, and then I went home and come back the next morning. As I pulled up that morning, that's when I seen all the girls running to the house, and they were just screaming, so I ran towards where everybody was going, and I started, when I went up there was that old man that was giving her mouth to mouth. He was doing it wrong. He was doing the CPR wrong.
That's Mary's sister's boyfriend.
Well, he had her on her side, and I'm an ABA therapist.
Yes.
I've worked in healthcare before, so I know everything, and I told him to move. I was like, you're not doing it right. You're fucking her up, so please just move. Because he had her on her side. That's going to make all the water go straight to her brain. And so I started giving her CPR, and then that's when the ambulance come around the corner.
I'll be shocked.
And when I walked back to that house, because I'm not going to fake to y'all, I was going over there and I was going to get Trinity and I was going to go drown her myself, make her think she was drowning myself because she thought the shit was funny. Trinity did not cry one time until the next day when she thought she was going to go to jail. I just seen the Trinity girl yesterday. She acts like nothing is wrong with her. So Chelsea is trying to make it seem like everybody at the house that the party was at was involved. No. Robert, Miley's dad, was at work. Miley's mom was at work. There was nobody at that house but the Nana, the one that's in the wheelchair. She can't do nothing. She's in a wheelchair. Chelsea was supposed to be there with them kids that morning. And then Mary called Chelsea and said that she was going to keep an eye on the girls until Chelsea got there. and Chelsea never showed up. And Mary had said that she turned around for 2 seconds to talk to her sister, and when she turned around, the little girl was under the water. But like I told them at first, because Trinity said she wasn't under there but 2 minutes. That's a fucking lie, because the girl was completely blue, cold to the touch.
Yep.
I know she had to be under there for more than 5 minutes. If her body was all the way at the bottom of the pool, she was under there more than 5 minutes.
So what's this about Trinity talking about Nike can suck her dick? What she said about that?
No, that's what she was saying to me yesterday. Because I pulled up over there because, like I said, the Molly girl, she's like my best friend. She used to babysit my kids for me. Like, I trust her around my kids. And my kids don't go nowhere. And I went over there to check on her because Molly's mom, she's been crying every day. Like, they're thinking about moving and leaving Trinity, Nana, and all of them, like, behind because Chelsea keeps posting shit on Facebook and everything, trying to make it seem like it had nothing to do with her.
And it doesn't stop there.
The day, so when I ran over there to check on, see what was going on, the only one that was not crying was Trinity.
So Trinity pushed Naya in that pool?
Yeah. So, yeah, Trinity called 911. Yeah, she called 911 and all that, but that girl was not crying. The whole time, like, the other moms came to get their kids, she was looking out the window, not crying. These other girls are sitting here screaming, crying. And Malachi, come sit on the seat, baby. And Trinity's just sitting there like nothing's wrong. Like, I even got on Trinity's ass. She was the same night. Trinity was on her phone. Like, I was like, Trinity, you need to be off. I went, Trinity, you need to be off social media. I said, matter of fact, you don't need a phone, tablet, nothing. You need to be in that bed, bawling your eyes out. Because there ain't no way I'm sitting here bawling my eyes out for this little girl every day, just for the simple fact is I held her lifeless body in my hands. Just stood there.
So Trinity never helped to get Naya out of the pool at all.
I don't need stop my stuff. To be honest, I don't even think Trinity's the one that pulled her out of the pool.
Okay.
I don't know who pulled her off the pool, but to me, and then her mama tries to make it out like she wouldn't hurt a fly. Trinity has gotten in trouble multiple times for pushing people in the pool. She pushes Miley in the pool, she pushes Maya in the pool, and she gets in trouble for that shit every time they go swimming. Like, I understand if you thought it was an accident, but at the fact is that little girl wasn't moving. That's you have to sit there and watch them. Stop being mean to your sister.
That's crazy.
Now, if what you just heard is even halfway accurate, then this wasn't confusion. This wasn't kids just playing. This was a situation that spiraled while people stood there trying to figure out if it was serious. And by the time they figured it out, it was already too late. After those clips began circulating, Shikola didn't just post, she went live. Because in her eyes, this wasn't just about one incident. It was about how this entire situation was being handled. And not everyone is staying quiet, and not everyone is buying what's being said officially.
Chelsea Jenkins, you need to be charged with fucking negligence for this woman's child. You need to be in jail for this woman's child. Your daughter pushed those children into the pool. Nobody else's daughter pulled that baby under the water. No, your daughter pushed that baby in the pool. When the other baby got out that was drowning, she got back in and tried to get her friend, but her friend was at the bottom of the pool for 4 minutes. Then not only that, your daughter went down there and knocked on the woman's door and asked could they swim. Okay? The woman, could she swim? The woman thought it was just her. So when 6 children showed up to this woman's house, the woman called you and told you it was 6 children down here at her house. The children was down there by themselves. It was 6 children down there at a 12-foot pool by themselves. She called, she went in there to call and tell. By the time she come back, the baby was at the bottom of the pool. The baby had been drowned. You was never down there. And while making this statement, you got your motherfucking ass on Facebook. You made a statement, said that they was never by themselves. Oh, it was an adult with them. Bitch, your big ass is a motherfucking lie. You was a motherfucking lie. You never even made it down there to where the motherfucking children was. The woman had to call you. And when you got down there, the little girl had to drown. She was at the bottom of the pool for 4 motherfucking minutes. For 4.5 minutes. That's bullshit. You get your big ass up there and they need to charge your big ass with negligence for this woman motherfucking child. That's period. That's period. They don't want to charge your daughter. They want to say children gonna be motherfucking children. They was playing, that's fine. Charge your motherfucking... Who the fuck sends some motherfucking children down there to a 12-foot motherfucking pool by they motherfucking self? The pool go all the way up to 12 and 10 motherfucking feet. These children ain't nothing but 4 and 5 feet. Who the fuck sending some children down there to a 4 and a 12-foot motherfucking pool by they motherfucking self? Bitch, miss me. Miss me with it. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. Bitch, miss me with it. Bitch, accountability needs to be had for this woman's child. And your ass needs to be in motherfucking jail. The woman didn't even know all them fucking children. Then you trying to say, oh, it was going to be... The woman didn't know all them fucking children was coming to her motherfucking house. The one girl asked her, could she come swim? And usually she let the little girl swim. So she said yes, that the little girl could swim. She didn't know that the little girl had 5 other fucking kids with her. She didn't know that the little girl had 5 other kids. She can't stop her daughter. She can't control her. Okay, well, the little girl need to be in jail. Then, from what I was told, girl, so, listen. All I'm going to say is this, is that you're responsible for this woman's fucking child. Your big ass need to be in motherfucking jail. Nay, fight for your motherfucking baby. Baby. This is negligence. Fight for your baby. She needs to be in jail. Why would you send children down there to a pool? They was not even old enough. We talking about 11, 12, 13. These children are not old enough to be at a fucking pool by their fucking self. Not no 12 and 10 feet pool. These are 4-foot children. 5-foot children. Why would you send these children down there? Then listen, she sent the fucking children by themselves to the fucking pool. The woman went in the house to call her and tell her that it was 6 fucking children and that the woman was on the phone with her. When the woman hung up the phone and came back out there and they came out there, and when she come down there, the little girl had them drowned. The children, the girl had them push the fucking children into the pool. Her daughter pushed the children into the motherfucking pool. One of the girls went to the bottom of the pool, which was Nay's daughter, and the other little girl was kind of at the top, so she was fighting. So they jumped in to get her first. She was fighting. When she realized about 4 minutes, the girl that was already drowning, that her friend didn't come back up, the baby got back in the fucking pool to try to get her fucking friend. Knowing that she still couldn't swim, but her friend didn't come back up out the fucking pool. That's bullshit. And they need that little menace that you had, that little NBA young part, that little slimed out motherfucking ass shot you had, they need to do something with her too. They need to do something with her too. They need to do something with her too. Because she shouldn't have never pushed them children in that fucking pool. Then the lady didn't even know, the woman who the house was for, she didn't even know all them children was coming to her house to swim. You had never communicated with this woman. Then you made a post. You said that they were never by themselves. You had talked to the woman. Adult was there. The woman said that she was going to keep an eye on them. No, the woman said she was going to keep an eye on your daughter. The woman didn't know because your daughter knew how to swim and your daughter was aware of her pool, had been in her pool before. The woman didn't know all them extra ass children was coming to her pool. So when she seen that it was 6 children and not 1, she went and called your big ass about the children being in the pool. So, the truth of the matter is, it was other children there. It was other children, and the adult was there. But when the adult realized that the woman sent her too many children instead of one child, she went in the house to use the phone to tell her, and she did. She called her and told her, it got 6 children down here, not one. You need to come down here with these 6 children. They was on the phone for like 4 minutes or whatever, and whatever happened. When they come back out there after the woman getting on her ass about sending them motherfucking children to her motherfucking house to swim without her being there. When the woman getting on her motherfucking woman come back out, the girl was at the bottom of the fucking pool. She hadn't drowned. The other girl was at the top fighting. They managed to pull her out. Now, this is the thing. 2 little girls got pushed in the water. One went to the bottom. One was at the top fighting for her fucking life. So they managed, the one that was panicking, that was fighting, that didn't go all the way to the, but they managed to get her out. But when she realized about 3-4 minutes too, her friend didn't come back up. The one that can't swim jumped back in the water to get her fucking friend. The baby had to drown. This is negligence, and you need to be in jail, baby. You need to be in jail for this woman's child. I don't know what's up with APD. Do your motherfucking job. Put her in jail. This is negligence. No way them children shouldn't ever been out there no motherfucking 12, 10 feet pool by their motherfucking self. This is negligence. Y'all cannot get a stand on fucking business when it comes to this girl's child. Put her big ass in fucking jail. Period. That's where I stand with it. It ain't no coming back from put her in jail. That is it. Because she should have never sent them children down there to that woman motherfucking house. Not only have you traumatized these motherfucking children, you can traumatize this woman. Because your daughter came, knocked on the door and asked the woman, could she swim? And the woman told her yes. She didn't know that it was other children. When she realized that it was 6 of them, she got on the phone and called you and told you to get your big fat wobbly ass down there. With them fucking kids. Wobble your ass down there and bitch and come watch these motherfucking kids. Now, I don't know if that's how she told it to you, but she should have told you. It's your big fat wobbly ass down here and come watch these motherfucking kids. But it took the woman a minute to tell you to get your big ass up because apparently I was on the phone. The woman kept telling you, well, you know, the kids gonna come back or whatever. Get down here and come watch these kids. By the time the woman hang up, y'all, the 4-something minutes, the woman on the phone convincing her to get her motherfucking ass down here because she just sent 6 kids and not one. She just sent 6 kids and not one. Then guess what? The woman walk outside, the little girl's at the bottom, the little girl didn't drown. She at the bottom of the water. She didn't drown. She didn't drown. Now forever these kids' lives are going to be changed. Don't get me wrong. Forever these kids' lives are going to be changed. Forever these kids are going to have to remember that their friend drowned. You feel me? Forever. You know what I'm saying? Forever. They're going to remember. But your daughter, that baby was not getting in the pool. It was stated from other children that the girl said she wasn't getting in the pool, she couldn't swim, and your daughter decided to push that child in the fucking water, knowing that she couldn't swim. Pushed her in the water. She went to the bottom. The other one was kind of on top, panicking, fighting. She was on the top of the, so they managed to get her because she was closer, but the other child went straight to the bottom of the fucking water. When the one child that was drowning realized that her friend did not come back up, that's when she was like, she jumps back in the fucking water. And that's what caused your baby and other children to try to jump in the fucking water. That's bullshit. Your big fat ass need to be charged for them people's motherfucking child. Period. And that's just where I stand. And they need to charge you for negligence for every motherfucking child because you knew you shouldn't have sent them children down there to that motherfucking pool by their motherfucking self. And your daughter wouldn't have been able to push nobody's child in the motherfucking pool had you had your big fat ass right there. And I don't give a fuck. Yes, I said it. I don't care. You need to be charged with negligence. I do not care. APD, do your fucking job. Do your job. Book her ass on negligence. She knew it was negligence. She sit the motherfucking children down there. Book her motherfucking ass on. You didn't change to forever change them. Listen, this is somebody's home. You know, your home is your happy space. You can change the vibe of these people home. These people that lost a child. That lady's never gonna forget when she walk out there to her pool. She done lost a child in her motherfucking pool. You have really changed. You have altered these children's lives. Because you were negligent. Because you were negligent. With someone else's child. Let me tell you something. Like I said, my heart go out to Nay. But baby. Girl. My heart go out to Nay. That's all I can say is, girl, my heart go out to you. But bitch. Chelsea, Miss Jenkins, your big, fat, nasty, trifling ass need to be in motherfucking jail. Bitch, you think you're riding around in that motherfucking Suburban with no motherfucking windows. Bitch, your big, fat, nasty, trifling motherfucking ass needs to be under the motherfucking jailhouse, bitch. They need to put you in Pineville jail. That bitch is underground, bitch, and that bitch ain't even open no more. Bitch, you need to be in jail. You need to be charged with negligence for this girl's child. Then you on the Facebook line, but let me tell you something what hurt you is that motherfucking post you made where you said that the children was never by their motherfucking self, that somebody was watching the children and all of this shit. Nobody never pushed your daughter in the pool. Your daughter pushed other people's children in the motherfucking pool. All of this shit, you know I'm gonna get the motherfucking tea. You feel me? Your daughter pushed them people children in the pool knowing that them people children couldn't fucking swim. One child went to the bottom and the other child was going to the bottom. As she was going, I guess they say she wasn't like panicking or whatever, and the other child was at the top. She was panicking, so they grabbed that child first. But when the child that was already panicking that they had to pull out the water realized that her friend was at the bottom of the water and wasn't coming back fucking up, it's about 4 minutes. That child that couldn't swim then got back in the pool before your motherfucking child got back in the fucking pool. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. Can't give nobody back no motherfucking child. When you take somebody's child somewhere to your house, whether it's for a slumber party, a birthday party, to the park, to church, you are responsible for those people's children. You are saying that you're going to protect these children with your motherfucking life. Because that's how I want you to protect and guide mine. That is what you're saying when you're asking for my fucking child. That you're going to die behind it. Because that's my child. Just as well as you expect me to do that behind yours. That is the message. And if y'all don't feel that way, then don't go get nobody motherfucking children. If you don't want to watch nobody's children. If you want to send your daughter down there by herself, then that was fine for you to do. But that was never fine for you to do with a group of other people's children. Because you was responsible for those fucking children. You got those children and you said that you were going to watch those children. You was responsible for that lady's baby. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Bitch, you need to be in jail. Book her. Y'all know my sign. Go get her. Book her. Book her ass. Charge her with negligence. Book her. Book her.
So now you've heard it from witnesses, and you've heard the pushback. And somehow, despite all of that, this is still being labeled an accident. Because as of now, the case has been ruled an accidental drowning. But beneath that label is a pile of uncomfortable questions. Questions about Trinity, the alleged pusher. Questions about the pool owner who was supposed to be supervising. Questions about how a group of children ended up unsupervised around water deep enough to take a life. Naya's birthday was supposed to be on the 15th. A day for Kate. Laughter. Maybe another Roblox session. Maybe another playlist full of her favorite songs. Instead, her family is preparing to bury her on the 17th. 2 days after what should have been a celebration of life, they're planning a funeral. And no matter how many times the word accident gets repeated, it doesn't change the outcome. It doesn't bring her back. And it definitely doesn't answer the question her family keeps asking, who is going to be held accountable? The investigation is still ongoing. And whether the system wants to admit it or not, this is far from over. May Za'Niyah Boyd rest in peace.